chat, we have a blast from the past. A blast from the past, chat. I was like, hey, what's Blair White been up to lately? Oh, reacting to woke TikTokers who hate me? I'm in. What if we assign a number to each chud and we use a random number generator to select who to watch? That might be fucking fun, dude. That might be dope. I'm in, Mr. Whiskers, for something like that. We'll work on something. This is Blair White. And so I hadn't seen Blair White in ages. I had actually watched... The last time I watched it was with you guys. And it was, maybe a year ago, maybe more. So suffice to say, I am surprised by her visage.
Let's talk about my issues with Blair White.
Idiot.
Agreed.
Who are you trying to pander to? Obviously conservatives, but why?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I thought today we would have a little bit of fun.
I was just surprised. I think she just looks so different and look like however you want. No shade necessarily. I mean, she's just a shitty person, but I'm not here to body shame anybody. But it seems to me we have some continuing. It's a continual process and it continues to happen. And I think we're in a situation here. We have a young I don't know. I feel like she would have really flourished in the fucking early 2000s. I feel like she would have been fucking falling in with the burnt, the blonde tips and shit, the black streaks through the fucking. Yeah, this is.
Can we have fun, or is everything so serious all the time? Today we're going to be reacting to TikTokers who hate me, which is all of them. No, really. I mean, if you're on the Commie app, if you're on the Chinese spyware app, you're not exactly part of the Blair White army, and I would say that's okay. But it's really not. Get well soon. You may remember last...
God, she's so fucking... it's so weird that it feels like, because she is not accepted by the gay community at all, that she feels so appropriative. Does that make sense? That's part of why she's irritating, in my opinion, is nobody from the gay community accepts her, but she uses the affectations and yeah, it's real annoying. Couldn't place it, but yes. Okay, yeah. Good. I'm glad. It took me years to figure out why she annoys me.
Last time we did this.
Yeah, she misappropriates it.
There was a woke trans activist who made a TikTok about me saying I'm a horrible representation of trans people.
Blair White is another one of those old...
Look at this fake fucking... She's literally a fucking, meme of what people assume, a Valley girl, you know what I mean? Why is she LARPing this way? No comment, chick. Thanks for the raid, 28. Welcome. I hope you stay. We're watching Blair White, fuck Blair White, man. She sucks.
Ultra privileged trans people that I will never understand, because she hasn't struggled like most of us trans people have struggled, and so she just doesn't fully understand. She has a lot of really problematic views, and why I think she's worth...
no bullshit. Blair is reminding me pretty much everything except her hair, and I guess her fashion sense. But the way she's doing her makeup reminds me so much of the early 2000s. I was there, dude. But this seems like on the left side. I don't know who she is. Rosalind Nemontoya. I think this person is probably famous, but on TikTok. It looks like what she was going for, but if she was in fucking current year, you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Worse than Caitlyn Jenner is because she spreads misinformation.
True.
Literally fake news. She also, just has really strong opinions that are very transphobic, that are very problematic, that are very racist, that are very ableist, and that are very classist.
Oh, just cry about it. Just I don't care about anybody but myself, and I'm cool for that. I don't know, dude. There's some people that took. Did you guys see the 21 Jump Street remake? I never saw the original with Johnny Depp, but like the movie came out with Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill years back. It's a pretty good movie. It probably uses fucking slurs more than you should. It reminds me of when Channing Tatum, like, they do a joke about how they go to school, and Channing Tatum, when he went to school, like, bullies were the cool kids, and then he goes to school and bullies aren't the cool kids anymore. She's Channing Tatum in that movie. She had to learn that bullies aren't the cool kids anymore, but she's still, like, pretending that she's the cool kids, but she's alone all the time. You know what I mean? She's never with anybody. Except for her fucking, like, you know, right-wing pals. But, like, they're using her for her fucking, like, token transness, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like a hollow sort of thing. Anyway.
And I, think that she's the worst representation of what a trans person can be.
And you may also recognize that very same TikTok
On the left is the trans girl who got banned from the White House for going topless. Based?
as the trans woman who was banned from the White House for stripping.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fine.
So, I'm not going to say that's God.
God.
I'm not going to say that's karma, but what I am going to say is I paid for a voodoo priestess to make something really bad happen to you.
That's so fucking cringe. Like, what? This is the content she's making? Who's watching this? She still gets some pretty good views on this. Who's watching this? The fuck? Who's this content for?
So let's react to some more and see what happens to them 9 months from now.
I'm weaker. I'm stupider. I'm an idiot. I'm a f***ing idiot.
Well, let me just say, when someone tells you who they are, believe them. And you're the one chanting how you're an idiot
Wow, sick burn. Nuh-uh.
right now.
That's the content.
Gotta say it fits. I've been saying this. Can cool people please take back colored hair? Because every time I see someone with green hair and Blair White in the tags, I just know it's going to be negative. Like, I should not be able to just tell via your hair color that you're a non-binary communist who snorts their antidepressants, but I can, and that's an issue. So if we could just take back colored hair, maybe, if it gets cool enough again, I'll join you. I would love to maybe put some, like, pink tips or something. Just
If it gets cool enough, I'll join you? What a hollow fucking person. What a weird person. If you want to color your hair, just color your hair, man. Do whatever you want. Blair White acts like a mean girl who peaked in high school, became a nurse, married a cop, and joined an MLM. Yeah, but she didn't get to do those things because she's trans, right? So she had to wait to do these things. And so she's just stuck in her mean girl phase. And she's just, instead of finding community in the rest of, you guys that are out there and finding, like, camaraderie in that and, like, really blossoming into her womanhood, she stayed, like, bitter and weird. And fucking just, like, I don't know. At least I'm rich. Like, can't take I'm rich. Like, who's this for, man? We've been in on the YouTubes for a while, and I'm actually surprised she stuck around so long. The grift worked longer than I thought it would. She clearly gets off on being able to just be a cunt to people. Yeah, I mean, like, doesn't that fucking suck, though? Like, she definitely doesn't have, like, a lot of real close friends. You can see it. Like, the way she just is. This isn't a person with, like, fucking ride or dies,
something not annoying.
Girl, please be serious, because how are you going to post this?
How much you want to bet she body shames him?
Alright, so you posted that when you have a full video on YouTube explaining why you kept your penis. And I'm not judging what you did. I don't care what anyone does with their body. Keep it. Get rid of it. I don't give.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care. But what is this tweet? And this isn't the first time you have used the same exact images and the same exact words. Who are you trying to pander to? Obviously conservatives.
Yeah.
But why?
Yeah. Why?
How much are they paying you? Because I want to get in on some of that action then.
So it really is also a hallmark of the wokie that they are unable to perceive humor. So
is this, if you see a bulge in conservative women's pants, it's a gun. If you see a bulge in liberal women's pants, it's a penis. And you have a penis. You're throwing trans women under the bus. We know what the joke is. We're wondering why you think it's reasonable for you to say it as a person with a dick.
Me making a joke. Me making a comical tweet.
It's not comical. It's not funny. That's what they're saying. They're saying your joke sucked. How are you this fucking stupid, man? I wish she would fucking have a talk. Will Blair White actually finally talk to me? That would be amazing. That would be fucking incredible. Ain't no way, dude. She'd be like, who are you? Who? Okay.
That went viral because it was that funny. Of course, goes right over their heads. And of
Buffy
course,
geek. Thanks, Mom.
because these type of people only project how they actually feel about minorities. Me making a joke or me having a certain opinion or me saying anything has to be pandering to someone. It can't just be genuinely coming out of my mouth.
Because you have a dick. What do you mean? There's a dissonance. That's what they're talking about. We know it's coming out your mouth.
Go.
We know you're saying it. The question is, why are you saying it? And you're like, it's a joke. Right. What's funny about the joke? That liberal women are likely to be trans? Is this the joke? Okay. And then also in pursuit of that, you're saying that trans women have cocks, which isn't always true. And that it's bad because you don't like liberals. Right? This is throwing liberals under the bus. And trans women. You're a trans woman with a dick. I don't know how I don't know how she doesn't understand it.
Go.
What makes jokes funny is something unexpected. Cool. This wasn't unexpected. This is why people don't think it's funny. The fuck? I can be mean too, Blair. Your Juvederm has migrated. What? It's time to re-up your under eye fillers because you look tired. Hey, I didn't know I was going to become a liaison for like the gays fighting each other. I'm gonna read all of this so straight and terrible. You don't want me to deliver your sick burns to each other. You guys can do it, but it's just gonna sound awkward. She uses too much concealer. You see what I'm saying? Like you guys are all over this.
It can't just be a joke I'm making. It has to be me trying to pander to someone. Well,
you're definitely pandering to your audience, Blair. Like, really?
I promise you, it's not that deep. It's certainly not any deeper than the hole that exists in your brain.
So the problem that I have with Blair White and a lot of other people have is that like she's the most transgender person. Yeah. And like what I mean by that is she very much like expects everyone that is transgender to be very like binary. She kind of like invalidates trans people by saying they're not, masculine or feminine enough, or if they haven't had enough surgeries, they're not trans. And she's like a Republican Trump supporter. Like,
so one of the funniest things about being a public figure is that people just tend to create little narratives about you, and it just is true because enough people say it. So people love saying that I sit up here and really make videos judging people's passability.
What the fuck? We have watched several Blair White videos where she talks about people not passing all the time. Constantly. You Photoshop beards on trans women. She does that all the time. Yeah.
Or how feminine or masculine they are, when in reality, that's actually just not true. Like,
just fucking lying, man. What a fucking liar, dude. Can I get some Hassan smashes in chat? I know you motherfuckers subscribe. He's got all of the subscriptions. There's definitely one.
If I bring up a person's looks, it's because it's relevant to
the argument I need to smash.
Is making. For example, you want to be called a they them. Why do you look entirely like a woman?
I would love to talk to Blair White about gender. What a fascinating discussion to have. You ever been in Hassan's stream? I actually think Hassan's fine. I like Hassan. But, I mean, you got that's the appropriated smash. I do like this one, though. I like that slam one. You want to be called a she, her. Why do you have a penis? Oh, fuck. True, though. I mean, that's a valid question. That's the same fucking, like, logic. So stupid.
You want to be called he, and you are wearing a push-up bra. Your appearance is probably relevant in why you're not getting called he, him. So, the lie that not having enough.
So the argument is I'm not saying that I make fun of people for not passing, but I am, though. And here's examples of ways I do that. Like, this is your response to that? Jump into the fucking fireplace. I mean, it's over.
Surgeries means that I don't think you're trans enough. No, the line I've always drawn is you're not trans if you don't transition.
Surgeries.
Which is a very common sense line to draw.
So I would consider transition someone saying, hey, this is my identity now. Please do that. That's transition to me. You're transitioning. And then, you know, it's usually a trans person and their idea of what transition is after that. Like, my experience as an outsider is just like, I'm transitioning. After that, I mean, there's no fucking qualifications. Like, to each their own, you know what I mean? And usually, hey, if I second search on YouTube and I find Blair calling someone not trans enough, no, you are not trans.
Gender fluid, right? And within that, technically, by the definition standards, I am trans, right? However, I'm not always like trans, you know, like I'm not always like I am trans, but sometimes I am like I am trans.
Never have I seen a better representation of why trans should not be a umbrella term that takes every confused person in, every person who feels like they feel some way this way and some days that way. No, you're not trans. You're never trans, because if you're trans, you're not turning it on and off day to day.
It is. I like that she is irritated that the trans community disagrees with her on this, and I hope it brings her much displeasure. You guys are right, obviously. Like, she's like a transmedicalist, man. It's just brain dead shit. If I can understand this shit, everybody else should be able to understand this shit. This is so fucking easy.
It's kind of the bare minimum. It's kind of like saying a man who isn't attracted to men is gay, or like a woman who isn't attracted to a woman is a lesbian. No, there are very simple definitions for these things, and so those definitions are often important. And I've only ever had one surgery in my life, so I'm not
I'm suspicious. One, two. That's two. Minimum. That's just the... Why are we so fucking in Copeville, man? This is... She's full fucking denial about stuff. It's just wild. Like, look how you want. It's fine. But she's such a shitbag about it.
Exactly seeing why you think that I believe trans people have to
have a fantastic
Trevor, House of Belmont. Next, we want a dragon princess. No more ads.
Let's go. All these surgeries. No, it's just there should be some transition taking place if you call yourself a trans person.
How did we get here? How did this happen? Did the frogs finally get to him?
I am looking at her right now. I see at least 5. Whoa. I told you, I'm not going to be your you guys' liaison here for sheesh.
The frogs bring up some good points. Like, I know they're both bad people. I'm just confused. That's all.
You stay confused, babe. Because oftentimes, if you're confused and everyone else is kind of understanding, the problem might be you.
I want Blair White to stick her head in a pool full of lava because she's f***ing awful.
I can smell this video.
That's it? Oh. Thought it was pretty tame.
I recently watched a video where Blair White and Jeffree Star both were agreeing that they them pronouns are not valid. And I have a question for the transgender and trans supporting people who agree with this. What is a transgender person to do when ontologically they do not fit into either category neatly? Are they supposed to affirm their gender against physical appearances, or stay closeted for the rest of their life? Or maybe, does it make more sense for them to go by gender neutral pronouns?
Good question. Let's see.
To kind of meet society.
Think she'll engage?
So my response would be, you're not meeting society where it's at by adopting they them pronouns. You're actually going against society, because people who subscribe to gender
against society. What? Sure.
Ideology can try as hard as they want to make they them a thing, but it's just not going to happen.
I totally disagree. It's happening. It's happened. It's done. It's out. It's over. People are non-binary. It's already a thing. It's too late. It's just not going to happen. It's too late. Like, I mean, people have it at fucking, like, I don't know, on their name tags at corporate jobs.
Gretchen, stop trying to make
the they and them
happen. It's not going to happen.
She's literally doing Mean Girls memes in her thing. So stupid.
It's an unnatural way of speaking. It doesn't make sense. And all I'm saying is, you can go by whatever pronouns you want, and you are free to do that. However, the expectation for people around you, especially strangers, to just know that you go by they, them, and if you don't...
No one does. No one does that.
You're filming them in the drive-thru like we see so often on TikTok.
Not happening.
Yelling at people on the street. You're upset.
When's the last time you have seen a video of a non-binary person being fucking just fucked up that someone didn't, without knowing them, defaulted to they, them pronouns? I bet you, more often than not, non-binary people, if they're androgynous, get asked more often than they, or just misgendered with their, AMABFAB. Every person I know that uses them often wears like a pin in public or something. A lot of them do, yeah. A lot of them pesky non-binaries running around, scampering around, confusing all of us. Goddamn non-binaries or gender fluids. The fuck? Blair White's confused about stuff. Haven't you thought? I get he-himmed a lot more, but I get them'd a lot by strangers. Hey, thanks for 500 bits, Canadian Unicorn, and all the subbies earlier. I appreciate that. I have work tomorrow, and also Blair gets me so mad. I have some bits. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your support.
That because they didn't call you a they, them, that's a you problem, baby girl. People don't speak that way. People don't use they, them for an individual person they see right in front of them and for which they can see their secondary sex characteristics. The only time they, them is used for an individual person is if their secondary sex characteristics are not clearly visible, like someone cut you off in traffic, but you can't see who's driving the car who did it. Oh, they cut me off. You're not going to say he or she because you can't really see.
You just said it was clumsy in language and you fucking used it fine. And you gave an example of how it works. It's the same exact way. Do you get it now? You would use the same exact language as if you did not know their gender. Oh, what?
But 99% of the time, when an individual is standing in front of you,
I default to they a lot too.
Your brain is registering them as male or female, and you're going to inherently say he or she. So it's just not a natural way of speaking, and you're not going to get people to start using it. Sorry, it's just not going to happen.
I cut that bitch head off and walk away giggling.
They don't really want you.
Imagine holding a political position because you want people to like you.
No, you should hold the political positions because they advocate for your and your fellow human beings' rights and like well-being. But instead you side with like corporations or something and people who are opposed to you being able to like fucking exist
rather than because you genuinely think it's true.
Yeah, what do you genuinely think is true? You live contrary to your political beliefs. You literally do.
I have a snippet.
You have a snippet?
The fact that she says this when she's been caught faking her political compass test results.
God.
Is like the biggest fucking, like, clearly she pretends to have political beliefs for people to like her.
First use of singular they was 1375. Thank you for the 100 biddies. She's right. What the fuck does she mean? It's not natural way of speaking. Language is always changing. Yeah, I mean, she's just wrong. That's why.
Can't relate. Not a collectivist over here. Not wanting to be part of some group. Just wanting to say things how I see it.
Not a collectivist? What is a collectivist? We are all together on the planet and in the country, though. Like, we all do exist.
And that has all to do with who likes it or who doesn't like it. Plenty of conservatives do not like it. I'm hated by plenty of conservatives.
That's what they're saying. That's what this says. That's the thing that the look at it.
But I'm hated by a lot more liberals. I will say that. And if we're just...
Because you're a fucking tool to the right. That's why they like you. They'd be like, look, one of them agrees with me. He'll be the last one in the fucking, I don't know, pray the gay away camp. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're fucking, you're still going on the trains with everybody. Like, what? It's total fucking denial.
It's going to measure which side has treated me better over the years.
Treated you better. It's not about... People you are frothing at the mouth to deny yourself the right to be openly trans in America. And people are like, you're harming yourself and fellow trans people with your political allegiances and opinions. That's mean to you? That's what mean is? Can we go back to the lava guy?
I think anyone knows the answer.
Creator Blair White wants you to know that, yes, she is prettier than you.
In other news, I am having FFS next Friday specifically so that Blair White can never say that again. This surgery is not for gender affirmation, it's for gender retaliation.
So you're getting surgery so that I can never tell you that I'm prettier than you again when I have never said that in my life.
Every genocide. What a weird fucking thing. She took this so seriously. I've actually never said that. You can tell what a person with friends. Every genocide has at least a few people being loaded on the trains who shout out, "But I helped you. I was loyal. I swear I'm loyal." It's like they've never seen a fucking documentary, man. Oh my goodness.
Sounds healthy. Sounds like a totally rational reason to cut your face up.
It's a joke. You gotta know. What the fuck? This is a great fucking shot, though. It's gotta go up. Oops, I don't want to do that.
Did you?
I don't want to cast that to my television. I want to post. I want to post on Twitter. We're dead naming it forever. We're posting.
Tell the doctor that first. shout out to you. Hope your surgery goes well. But I didn't even know you existed, sis. And it really is such a crazy thing to me. Like, reacting to people who are making TikToks about me really gives me a clearer view, I guess, of like the public perception of me, especially from people who don't like me, obviously. But 99% of the time, it has to do with looks. It has to do with people saying that I feel like I look better than people, or I'm prettier than people, or I'm judging people's looks. And it's,
you literally fucking did in this video.
It's like, I don't understand that. Meanwhile, I'm here a pretty decently insecure person, like a person who has my fair share of insecurities.
No. Nuh-uh.
I never sit up here and talk about how I'm prettier than people. Like, what are you talking about?
So you've heard of the expression Uncle Tom. I know it sounds like I'm about to swerve out of my lane, but I promise I'm not. I was thinking of using this term for trans people who are awful to other trans people, but I'm a white lady and that kind of felt very uncomfy. So I've got an alternative term for true scums and passing white trans women, and that is a cousin Blair.
So first...
Yes! Yes! Cousin Blair! Oh man, I'm fucking in! I'm all in on that! That's funny! Why would you put this in a video? Why would you publish this, Blair? I never would have seen this. That's fucking great! A cousin Blair? Fuck yes! Oh man, we gotta put this on YouTube just so we disseminate this message. Put this at the beginning of the video. I don't care if you watch any more of the video. Just call Blair Cousin Blair forever. That's funny. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. She had me cringing a little bit in the first half, but we got there, okay? We got there. Nice dismount, Cousin Blair forever.
First of all, brush your teeth. You literally sat there and had the thought process, how can I find an offensive word to call trans people I disagree with? How can I invent a slur to call trans people?
Now it's a slur? Oh my god, dude. What an offended person.
Who don't do...
She went for looks. She said brush your teeth immediately.
And say exactly what I want them to do. And yet, announcement for your dumbass, I'm actually biracial, so... According to your own oppression Olympics, you're really just some basic white broad who...
I'm actually biracial. I got my 23andMe, found out 4%. Let's go. That's a card. That's a card for her. Okay, Logic. Do you have the supercut of the Logic fucking race? Logic biracial. If I type that in... Logic interview, but he keeps talking about being biracial.
I'm for MTV News, and I'm here with Logic.
I'm biracial.
Definitely talk to me about.
Yo, there's a lot of people around us.
Yeah, one of the things that I personally was drawn to, because I'm also mixed. This weird thing happens where you sort of feel conflicted about it, right? You're not really sure like what your identity is.
Dude, it's hard because everybody in my family is white, and I'm the only one who looks black, obviously with my mom, and yeah.
This is only one interview. Anyway, he does it. This is probably a valid place to talk about that. Actually, that's what the conversation is. It's about fucking his music. He's like, I'm biracial. I'm fucking biracial. Anyway, super funny. Do you have it? No, that's a bunny.
Sat up here, invented a slur for someone you thought was a white trans woman who's actually a biracial trans woman, and it's all based on the fact that I don't think exactly how you want me to think.
You could come out here and be like, I'm Puerto Rican. I'm quarter Puerto Rican, dude.
Because I should be submissive to you, right?
Submissive? What? The fuck? Why she? Come on. I don't think it's about submission, bro. I think it's about like the fucking reality that you're a harmful person. You suck. Yeah, you have bad opinions, and you take it personally. That people are like, your opinion sucks. She's in her feelings. She's really fucking mad.
White lady? Right? Sorry for getting out of line.
Bro, no matter what she says, Blair's white. She's white passing. That's it. Too late. Sorry, dude. It's how white works in America. Rough. You're white now. We've obtained you. The whites will take you. And I can say that because I'm part Jewish. Thanks, Grandma. Didn't know it. Don't have any of the culture, but that's how it works now, right, Blair? My grandma was Jewish. Well, wouldn't you know it? Well, guess I'm that too.
Imagine really thinking that you're on the side of trans people while reducing their agency down to must-have opinions that are preset in my mind for them to have.
It's not about you must have this opinion. It's like, if you are this person, you are a victim of this system. And you're like, but I like the system that abuses me. And they're like, but why? And you're like, because I get it personally enriched off of the system currently. And you're like, and that's the thing. That's the rub, man.
These people are literally morons.
Who cares about friends? In this world, there are shepherds and there are sheep, and Lindsay is a major sheep. I'm just picturing Trent.
Yeah, I'm the sheep standing here on my own, trying to carve out a new path.
Hold on. It fucking happened again, dude. I'm not trying, but this is the rules. This is how it always goes for everybody on stream. She keeps doing it. I didn't know it was going to happen.
And you're the shepherd trying to jump on an anti-Blair White algorithm hate train.
Anti-Blair White algorithm? Wait, now she's coping? She's like, I don't care that people hate me. And now she's like, but it's not actually that they hate me. They're just chasing the numbers. And it's only popular to say they hate Blair White, not because they actually do, but because it's popular to say it. You hear that? It's popular. Meaning the population broadly agrees that you suck.
You totally don't have that backwards.
Is that?
You totally don't have that backwards.
Hold on. I'm demolished by her laugh. What the fuck? I kind of want that to be like a donation sound. The Blair White laugh?
Hate train. You totally don't have that backwards.
Hold on. All right, everyone shut up. Everyone shut up. Let's turn... Everyone be quiet. Yeah.
All right, this is going to kill my career, get me blacklisted, and harassed for the next 3 years of my life. But let's talk about my issues with Blair White. It's her blatant disrespect to the trans community. The fact that she treats non-passing women as less than, and has bullied a lot of trans women on here.
Again, these people invent that I really talk about people's passability. I'm sorry.
You fucking do all the time. It's so... Man, I don't respect her anyway, but man, I don't know how she manages to do it, but when you just fucking lie about, stand by it. You've done it a million times. It's so normal for her to do this thing.
Is it passability that I have talked about, that man with the beard going into the woman's restroom?
Literally now! What the fuck?
Is that me really talking about passability?
Yes.
For making just a common sense argument that, hey, maybe the reason people are upset that you're going in the men's bathroom is because you are...
Am I talking about passability when I do that? Yep. That is the act.
Representing entirely as male. Is that about passability? Is that about judging trans women who just maybe have a harder look to them and maybe aren't as lucky as other trans women? Or is that me making a very clear distinction between a trans woman and a man posing as a trans woman?
bro, I don't know how to deal with the trans people that are also transphobes. Blair, you're old. She's not old. How dare you? She's younger than me for sure. Communal bathrooms suck anyway, to be honest. Man.
You tell me, maybe I'm crazy.
Yes, that's what they're saying. That's what people are saying. Yes, you're crazy. So, man, I don't want to talk about bathroom shit right now. Fucking bathrooms, dude. What was it? Stop ending friendships over political differences. It's an immature and shitty thing to do to someone just because you disagree with them. Okay, I just think you and your family should be deported. Okay, I agree to disagree.
Okay, that was actually funny. I will give you that. But yeah, people love bringing up that tweet where I say stop ending friendships over political differences, and it's like, no one's talking about people who want your family to be broken apart. No one's talking about people who actually hold extremist views. But the problem is, y'all will really sit up here and end friendships over like, I believe in free speech.
It's cold.
Yeah. What? Free speech. Like, a little bit. I don't know if it's necessarily free speech. And I don't think they just, like, stop being friends when they have a single... Usually they argue about it. Ring Banana, thanks for following. I mean, friends always just argue. And then they agree with me because I'm right. So free speech would be freedom of expression, which would be a trans issue. That would be the same constitutional, like the Bill of Rights, the Second Amendment, like, or the First Amendment. I guess free speech, sure, yeah.
I believe in the Second Amendment, and that to y'all is like, y'all are gonna cut people off, but it's like, that's what I'm actually talking about.
She looks fucked up, man. So it's like she thinks people's political disagreements are just so non-serious, and it's not usually like, hey, you know, you're a racist person, right? Or you're being transphobic, or hey, you're not respecting fucking me and my boundaries. You're not fucking listening to me. Like, there's lots of conversations that go on with like usually left-leaning people trying to make their right-leaning relative a better person, and they just fucking foam at the mouth to not do it. Yeah. It happens. I don't know. How could she not be completely disassociated to make shit like this? Just to fucking like shit on herself the whole time? I don't know, man. What a fucking content creator. Blair White, dude. I'm glad I checked in on her.